Disneyland Paris rides are fun to do any time of the day, but these 3 rides are even more fun in the dark. Hi everyone, how's life, and welcome to another one of my videos. This evening I am in Disneyland Paris, just outside the front entrance, and I'm about to head in to do some rides in the dark, because as much as I love all the rides in Disneyland Paris and I can do them any time of the day, some of the rides in my opinion work out better in the dark. They're even more thrilling, they're even more fun, so come along with me. I did get myself a little Starbucks latte on my way to the parks, and look how beautiful the entrance looks at the moment as well. Pretty quiet too, not many people around at this time of evening. It's about 6:15 p.m. and the park shuts at 8 o'clock, so we've got about 2 hours to do some of my favorite rides in the dark. They've been playing Can You Feel the Love Tonight on my walk towards the entrance, and it's so magical and peaceful listening to it. Also, I just love Tower of Terror in the dark with all the lights, you know, turned on. It just looks awesome, and you can see the lights in the sky as well. So nice. Anyway, Disneyland Park is calling my name at the moment, and the Mickey clock up there is showing 25 minutes past 6, so we should probably head in soon. It's so nice but weird seeing it so empty, the entrance of it. Like, look at the gates here, there's no one by them. It's because it's at that time of evening, and also it's January time, so it's low season just generally. Right, we have entered Disneyland Park, and I am so excited. Look at the classic entrance of Disneyland Paris with no extra decorations, nothing extra for Halloween or Christmas or anything. It still looks amazing, doesn't it? I actually in some ways prefer it just in its classic state like this. How many of you remember back when the entrance didn't say Disneyland Paris though, and instead actually said Main Street USA? Because that sign over there may say Disneyland Paris right now, but I want to say up until about 2011 or 12 even, it used to say Main Street USA. Most of my childhood memories have it as Main Street USA, in fact, because it's a Main Street station at the end of the day. That's what it's there for. I love this little walk towards the castle and the gazebo and Main Street, especially at night time in the dark with all the lights lit up. It's even more magical, and you can kind of take a little sneak peek at the castle all the way down there. You can see its beautiful pink shine through the gazebo over there. Oh, it's so nice to be in this park. Anyway, I should probably finish my coffee soon because I'm ready to go on some rides and you're coming with me. Before we go on rides though, look at this stunning view. I can never get enough of it. Look at that beautiful castle, the Sleeping Beauty castle, le Château de la Belle au Bois dormant. It is just stunning. I feel like the past 2 years of renovations on it have definitely been worth it, because look at it now. It honestly looks magnificent. There are 3 rides in Disneyland Paris that I would say are better at night time, and we are going to try and do all 3 of them in this video. The first one is Big Thunder Mountain, and it's currently at 5 minutes, which is excellent. So let's head over to Frontierland. Now, Big Thunder Mountain is a classic Disney attraction. They have it in almost all the Disney parks worldwide. It's also one of my favorite rides here in Disneyland Paris. I do think that the Thunder Mountain here, this version of it, is the best one of all the ones that I've tried, and I love going on this ride any time of day. Honestly, it's such a fun ride, but in the dark especially, it's even more thrilling. I mean, just look at the mountain over there. You can hear the train going past as well. Ooh. Oh, this whole area in Frontierland is one of my favorite parts of Disneyland Park, and I love it at night time. There you go. That train just went past, and another one's just about to come. I also love the reflection of the mountain in the water. It looks so pretty. And also we've got, of course, Phantom Manor on the left hand side as well. Frontierland is just a beautiful land in Disneyland Paris, and as I said, I love it any time of day, but oh, another train just went past. In the dark, it just looks extra spooky, and I love it. Fun fact, Big Thunder Mountain was actually the very first roller coaster I went on ever. I must have been about 5 or 6 years old, so obviously I was a child, and I used to be quite scared of roller coasters, believe it or not. And even on this one, on Big Thunder Mountain, on my first ride, I was terrified. Like, I loved it. I thought it was very exciting, very thrilling, but at the same time, I remember closing my eyes for the most part and like screaming quite a lot. I went with my parents and my brother, who were all on it together. Obviously I was a child, so I couldn't just go on my own, but I do think it's a really good first roller coaster for kids. Frontierland just looks so pretty and quite quiet at this time of evening, but I love the music they play here as well, the cowboy vibes. Right, let's go on the ride now, shall we? Well, thankfully Big Thunder Mountain still has a wait time of 5 minutes, which is amazing, so let's join the queue. Now, Big Thunder Mountain has probably one of the longest queue lines in the whole of Disneyland Paris, and that's because it can normally get very, very busy. So 5 minutes is actually very rare. Normally you'd find this at queues of like maybe 45 minutes, 50 minutes. 45 minutes is normally considered good for this attraction. This is how popular this is. Oh, another train just went past. For busy times at Thunder Mountain, one tip is to go left. So there's basically 2 lanes here. Most people tend to go right, but the left lane normally has a much shorter wait time. I don't even know why. I think it's because most people just generally tend to go right. And I think even on an evening like tonight, when it's not too busy, there's literally no one behind me. No one in this lane, whereas the other lane has quite a few people in it. Worth noting as well that this attraction's queue line can be a little bit claustrophobic. So if you don't like being in small spaces, especially at the moment because of COVID, it feels even more claustrophobic than ever. We are basically here. Hello, how are you? One person. And we have been given number 1, which I think might be front row. I'm so excited. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is going to be amazing. Well, here we are. We're on the front row. Cannot wait to go on this journey. Oh, Lord have legit mercy. Look at the sky. So beautiful. Here we go. Woo! So close to the Thunder Mountain, so basically the Big Thunder Mountain just over here, and you can see Tower of Terror at Walt Disney Studios as well from this awesome view that we're on at the moment. Let's go! Wow. Oh my god, that was amazing. That was brilliant. I love this ride so much. Well, that was an awesome ride on Big Thunder Mountain over here, but I also wanted to show you the moon because we have a full moon tonight and it just makes me so happy. Look at it, that's our lovely moon all the way up there. And just looking at the moon always makes me so happy. It's very calming and peaceful for me. I love our moon. So there you go, that was the first ride in Disneyland Paris that I think is much more fun and better at night time. And I think the main reason for me is not only is it more thrilling, but also the views that you get whilst you're on Big Thunder Mountain. I mean, the castle, we saw Tower of Terror as well. It's just amazing with all the lights. And sometimes if the fireworks are on as well, obviously at the moment because of COVID, there's no fireworks at nighttime, but if they are on and if you time your journey right, you can literally see the fireworks whilst you're on Big Thunder Mountain. Amazing. Right, for my second favorite ride to do in the dark, we are heading over to Discoveryland, which I think is quite an underrated land actually, because look how pretty and magical it looks just being in the land with all the lights lit up. Space Mountain over there, or Hyperspace Mountain as it is right now, just has such an incredible exterior and such a big part of Discoveryland. I love it. Because the next ride we're going to go on is Orbitron just behind me. The recently refurbished Orbitron, I should say. For the past 6-7 months it's been under renovation, so hopefully it's going to be even better than ever. And I just love this land in the dark, and going on Orbitron means that you're going to get some incredible views of not only this land but the whole park as well. So let's go on it. Now, Orbitron is your classic flying carousel attraction. It's very similar to Dumbo or the flying carpets of Aladdin, but in my opinion a lot more thrilling and a little bit faster as well. This is another ride that I feel like most kids should be able to go on as long as they're of a certain height and of a certain age. There was a sign as well that said if you're under 7 years of age you have to be accompanied by an adult, but if you're over 7 you can just go on your own. One of my favorite things about the queue line of Orbitron are all these astrological signs, zodiac signs that we're going on here. This is Sagittarius, and then here we've got Capricorn, which is my mom. Shout out to my mom, and any of you who are Capricorn as well, leave a comment down below. This attraction is actually a bit taller than you might think. I mean, look at it from this angle. It's quite high, and I love all the planets as well. It's so funny, you can hear the screams of adults actually on this ride. I think people underestimate how thrilling this can actually be and how fast it actually goes, especially in the evening, obviously, when it's colder and darker. It's really fun. Right, we're about to go on the ride. Let me just choose a random one. I think each of them have a different star sign on them. but this one looks good enough to me. Right, we're on the ride. We've got Buzz Lightyear's laser blast over there as well, and all the planets just above us. We just need to wait to go up now. Can't wait. And here we go. Oh, we're going up. We are going up. Oh my god, the wind. Oh, the views. Look at the moon as well, right next to Space Mountain. This is why I love this ride so much. You can even see the castle. Oh wow. Whoa. And it actually is quite scary as well, because you're kind of like tinted. Like, oh, like you're coming basically this way. I can't even explain it. Let me just enjoy life. Oh, this is awesome. Space Mountain, full moon over there, castle over there as well. This is so nice. And it's quite a long ride as well. I mean, we're about to go down now, but it's definitely longer than, like, you know, Dumbo, for instance. You get more airtime, which I appreciate. Woo! We're going back down now. Oh, love that. And there we have it. Back on land, our spaceships have landed, and we've got Buzz in front of us again. What an absolutely brilliant ride. I genuinely think that Orbitron is quite an underrated ride here in Disneyland Paris. I always have so much fun on it. And of course, in the dark it's even better because of the incredible views that you get when you're up there on one of those spaceships just going round. Anyway, the third ride that I think is better in the dark is actually at Walt Disney Studios round the corner, which unfortunately is actually closed at the moment because that park tends to close a little bit earlier than the main park. So, hello!
Hello! What's up?
Distraction over. I am going to do that ride another day, but you're going to see the clip for it right now, so stay tuned. And just like that, we are in Walt Disney Studios Park, and we've got Buzz Lightyear behind me over there, and by the fact that he's there, you might have already guessed what the next ride is that I love doing in the dark. And that ride is, of course, the parachute drops over there, which you can see it. Oh, I'm so excited to go on it. Toy Story Playland. Oh, nice to meet you, Buzz. I love this land so much, and it's very rare to get to see it in the dark because, like I said, the Studios Park normally closes way earlier than the main park, so it very rarely gets to nighttime here. So it really is a delight just even being in this land in the dark. And look at the parachutes go up, and you've got Tower of Terror over there as well. Right, I think the wait time for parachute drops is only like 10 minutes or something, so let's get on. Parachute drops is your classic drop ride, except it's not as terrifying or quite as terrifying as Tower of Terror on the back. In fact, kids can definitely ride this ride. There is a height limit, but the height limit is only 81 centimeters, as you can see here. So most kids should be able to ride this, as long as they're not scared of it, of course, because even though it is a family ride, it's an attraction that kids can ride, it can be a little bit terrifying if you've got a fear of heights. Good to know one of the toy green soldiers is looking out for everyone, all the other toys here, with the walkie-talkie. And yeah, here's a closer look at the parachutes. You're gonna see them drop. It really isn't that big of a drop, but when you're on it, it can sometimes feel a little bit longer. But you know, the reason I love doing this ride in the dark is because of the views that you get once you're up there. It's also worth noting that this attraction does offer single rider because it's a 3-seater attraction. Often people are in pairs, so if you are coming on your own, you can definitely use the single rider queue. And normally that's what I would use as well. If I'm on my own, I'd use a single rider queue, but because we're in low season and it's not very busy, I did actually ask the cast members if I could have my own area so I wouldn't be disturbing anybody next to me, and they were kind enough to say yes. Now obviously, like I said, the only reason is because I'm vlogging. If I wasn't vlogging, I would be happy to sit next to anybody. I just always like to be as mindful as possible when I'm vlogging, and I know that, you know, sitting next to strangers, they might be absolutely okay with vlogging and not care at all, or they might just not like it, and just to be safe, I feel like it's best to say have my own space over here. Anyway, this is our view currently. We're in row number 10. Oh, there you go. Someone's talking. Oh, we're going up. We're going up. Lord have mercy. Oh my God. I did not expect. Oh, sugar bit. I can't even. The view is amazing. But look at this incredible view though. You can see the top of the castle over there. Studio. Oh my God. This is so much fun. Look at the view. We're going one more time. I mean, look at this incredible view. I love doing this ride in the dark. It's so cool. And just just like that, we are off the ride, back on ground. By the way, this is one of the very few rides at Disneyland Paris that has little like locker areas. They're not actually like locked, but you can put your bags in there before you go up. That was it though. That was my third favorite ride to do here in the dark. I'm so glad I got to do it because like I said, it doesn't happen often just because this park normally closes before it even gets dark. But there's RC Racer going down as well. You can hear people's screams. I just wanted to show you one last look of Toy Story Playland in the dark with all the lights lit up over here, the colorful lights and this playground area. Oh, the parachutes have just gone up again. I love this, and I really hope that with the opening of Avengers Campus here in the Studios Park in the summer of 2022, this park will start to kind of push its opening hours a little bit and maybe close a little bit later. That would be amazing because honestly this park is amazing in the dark. But here we are back in the main park just in front of this beautiful castle. I love this castle in the dark. Also they're playing Snow White's Whistle While You Work. Can you hear it? Da, 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 da. Oh, it's so magical listening to classic Disney tunes like Snow White as we're looking at this wonderful castle. I mean, look at it in the dark. Also, we've got Snow White's well, actually, wishing well around the corner as well, which is also now fully open thanks to the renovations that have been done on the castle for the past 2 years. But that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with my 3 choices of the rides that I think are better in the dark here at Disneyland Paris. Are there perhaps some rides that I missed out on that you think would also be really fun to do in the dark? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. Subscribe for more videos like this and follow me on Instagram as well because I do tend to post more often on Instagram than I do on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!